Coach, I think just all things considered, the travel obviously, which we've talked about a lot, how happy were you with what you saw out on court tonight?
No, I told guys in the locker room, I was really happy. Not only because of the win, but how we played, how we showed character. Everybody, the effort was there. 100%. The guys didn't feel perfect, but they showed character, and that's what good teams, the teams who want to win, that's what they do. And then offensive end, how we shared the ball today, looking for the next option, searching, play together, and it was good game from us. And like you said, all things considered, after these 3 weeks traveling all over, so it was nice to be back home in front of our fans. And like one more time, just want to say also big thank you to our fans tonight. They gave that extra push when we needed that.
Matt, I know you talked on the court after the game about your night in Brisbane. 1-9 from deep. Obviously, it looked like your legs were a little bit heavy that night. Tonight, clearly they weren't. What was the difference? What was the difference tonight? What felt good about tonight? What got going for you?
Believe it or not, my legs felt a little heavy tonight, but it's shoot or shoot. I watched the tape. I had good looks. They just didn't go down, and I tried to be a little bit more disciplined on my threes tonight. And I got a lot of good looks. And Coach does a great job of giving us confidence as players. Just wants us to keep shooting. And yeah, typically for me, when I have an off night, I'm telling myself, okay, well, I'm going to have a great night the next night, and fortunately was able to tonight.
Do you credit your teammates for obviously giving you the ball in the right spots?
Oh, yeah. Parker, the guy's so hard to guard. So he draws a lot of attention and, gets guys like me open shots. And then we run some good stuff on offense that has been getting me some good looks. And, and when we play fast, too, I get them in transition. So, Mitch did a great job. Parker did a great job. We have unselfish guys. So, it helps. Like my first three was wide open, so it helps to have that first one wide open. You see it go down, and then the net gets big.
And I want to say one shout out to our bigs. We had big conversation after last game with them. How about screen? We need to screen people, make contact, and so we can have our shooters open and play together. And Freddy, Gillespie, Sam, they did much better job tonight, and that's was, I can say, big reason why we had that opportunity. We can hit dominoes, find the shooter, share the ball, and get open shots. And sometimes you don't see them in the stats, but they really feel their role and did the job what we asked them to do.
Matt, you had a little bit of a delayed start to the preseason with you got married, I believe.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
So it just kind of felt like you were building towards this. Did you feel like a performance like this was kind of in you and was ready to explode out?
Yeah, Parker, I think he had a little bit of an off night, and sometimes, as a player, I've been playing for a long time, you can kind of feel when you need to step up, and I just felt that tonight. I felt like I needed to step up, and I tried to be aggressive, try to tell myself to stay aggressive, and I was getting good looks, like Coach said. Guys were setting screens, and I was getting good looks, good shots, and just continue to tell myself just keep shooting, and the right shots. But yeah, I felt like, especially after last game, like I was due for one.
Coach, two of you guys had career nights tonight. The other was Max Darling. You clearly have seen something in him because you promoted him to the starting lineup. But this is the first time I think we've seen it on the court, that what he's capable of doing in a big match situation. Can you just speak to, I guess, what you got from him tonight and how important it was?
Well, Max is one of those guys, what I've seen, he's been really solid, like throughout the beginning of the season. Like he tried to do the things, what we asked him to do, and I think finally tonight he showed also what he can do in offense. I think before the game I told him personally, like, Max, when you are on the court, you have to look the basket and ready to shoot the ball, because if you watch Brisbane game, when he was open 3 times, he didn't even look to the basket. And today, just simple as that. We in the meeting before we go on the court, I said, everybody, like, when you are open, we want these shots. When we are open, that's a part of our game. And Max did that. Then not only offensive but defensively, he was great tonight for us. Guarding from 1 to 4, physical, getting rebounds, making big plays. And, he's a young guy, he's getting better, and he's competing. And that's the key for the young guys. And then, everything else is extra, and I'm happy for him, like, for tonight. And he's one of those guys, I think, who can have great career in this league if he just keep working and improving day by day.
Mate, I mean, you're a pro, and you've done a lot of travelling in your time as part of basketball, but you've probably never done a trip like this, given what you've traversed around the world. I mean, just speak to, I guess, what it took to produce a performance like that tonight with all the travel you've done, and how good it'll be to get back into your own beds and have a normal week, I guess, in preparation.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The most travel I've ever done by far, but you can't make excuses. It is what it is, and we got to play the games that are on the schedule when they're on the schedule, and you got to have a routine as a pro. You got to have a routine in a way to, okay, you're traveling, you're tired, okay. Actually, in Brisbane, I was in bed at 9 every night and up at 6 because the jet lag. I was up, early, but I got great night's sleep, and just try to keep that going, try to keep your diet right, and it's a little hard. My wife's actually back in Montana. Today was the first time I cooked for myself.
Maybe you have to do it more often then, eh? You see what happens.
It wasn't nearly as good. I made a steak, some rice, some broccoli. I'm very plain,
In Finland, we call it like our national team called Wolf Pack. So we used to say like, hey, hungry wolves, they run faster. So if you cook something, bad, you don't want to eat. So you're more, you run faster.
Coach, how much are you looking forward to in a normal week? Some practice and. So what's the next game? Is it?
We're gonna go on the road again on Wednesday, and we play basically home game, but we go Christchurch. Yeah, we go there to play. So we're gonna be on the road again pretty soon. But the guys, we're gonna have now a little bit relax. I gave them two days now off. Just enjoy this great win and relax after the long travel and the trip, intensive, 3 weeks. And then we go from there and get better, a lot of things to improve. We get, early season, but, it's, like I said from the beginning, it's a great group of guys who every day come with the right attitude to the gym, trying to get better. And that's, it's great to coach this kind of group, with the no assholes, and everybody just try to work and get better.
On balance, I mean, given everything that's happened, the new faces, you're new, the big road trip to the States, and to be 3-1, I mean, it must be beyond your wildest expectations. I mean, how much of a good foundation is this to move forward from?
Of course, it gives us confidence as a group. In the preseason, we were not playing really well. We were, step by step. I saw a little bit that we improved, but with our team, everybody knew from the beginning, if we want to win in this league, we really need to play and top of our potential, top of our talents. But the guys are there playing together, and that's one of the things what I tell them every day. We have to do things collectively, defensively, offensively, if we want to win. And today how we shared the ball, like I said, we were really happy. We were finding good shots and trying to do the things, and that's the key moving forward.
Just a quick word before I pass on. Freddy, we're watching him closely. You've talked a bit about his development and things you want to see from him offensively. What you see tonight, because he had 3 blocks, he kind of influenced the game a little bit in his spells.
And that's who Freddy is. That's we know from the beginning. Offensively, he still got room for improvement. But today, like I said, I told the bigs, last game Freddy did bad job screening, and today he hit those screens. And that's his job. Then he gonna find those, moments when he gonna finish under the basket, get those rebounds. And the guys, I think, step by step, when we start to know each other better, we gonna find him also more. But first, you have to do your job defensively and bring that energy, because that's what we want from him every day. And then offense will come step by step. But defensively, he has to be one of those, our key, rim protectors. Key guy in defense, and I think today he was great, and gave us a lot of great energy and played good game.
Thanks, Mark. Any questions from online? Just very quickly, because I'm sure you guys are ready to get to bed. Matt, want to get your thoughts on Max, because I imagine he's the sort of teammate that you'd love to have, because he does all of the great team things. He's one of those guys that sets screens to help get you open. He gets the offensive rebounds. He does all the dirty work. But how happy for him are you to see his shot fall tonight as well?
That's for me. Did you say that's for me? Yeah, no, Max is a great teammate. I mean, he's the epitome of a great teammate. Just really unselfish, does the little things, very even keel. And he's a guy that, for me, like anytime I tell him something, he listens. And, just love having a guy like that. So it's good to see him have a big night. And I think he's just going to keep getting better and better.
Coach, when somebody like Cotton goes down early in the game, obviously it changes everything that they are trying to do, but it also affects you, because all your planning would have been around trying to curtail him. How much did that change what you were trying to do, especially defensively, once he went out of the game?
Well, they went with the big lineup most of the game. They, especially, I can say, how they wanted to play defense. After they started to switch everything, they went with the big lineup, and in some moments we had some, difficulties to find some options. But at the same time, basically it didn't change too much. I think the guys, we had game plan how we want to play, especially pick or defense. We had two options what we used throughout the game, and I think it worked. We played well, and of course, Bryce Cotton, one of the best players in the league, and sometimes he can win those games individually. But I just wish Bryce all the best. I hope everything gonna be okay, and he's back on the court soon. And it's basketball. It's unfortunate to see him go down, but like I said, just wish he has quick recovery.
All three games that you've won have sort of followed a similar trend, where you've been on top most of the game. You've been in sort of double-figure leads with about 2 minutes to go, and then it's got very tight down the end. The good part is you still won those games, but I'm sure you'd like to execute a little better in those moments.
Yeah, of course. We were just talking with the coaches there. Like, again, the last quarter we gave up 27 points, and I don't know. I think I have to make some harder practice for the guys so we don't get tired in the end, and we can execute when it's easier when you are a little bit more fresh. So your legs and head works better. But like you said, 3 very similar wins. But I think step by step I saw a little bit more poise today. And but it's tough also against Perth when they were down, switching a lot, trying to change some things. But like I said, we still find enough solutions, and we were able to take the win.
Thanks very much, guys.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.